What's up guys, welcome back to another Matt Leach golf video. We are joined once again by Ali T from Fit&Flexi. Today she is going to take us through a really useful mobility warm-up for when you are just about to go out and play golf, or when you're just about to go and do some practice. Maybe you could do it also pre-lesson if you're someone who gets golf coaching. So this is going to be a great way for you to loosen the body up before you go out and play, something you can do on the first tee, something you can do at home before you go out, and all you're going to need is just a singular golf club. So, Ali, what is the first move?
So for our warm-up today, we're going to do 5 moves to warm you up. 30 seconds doing the warm-up and 30 seconds little rest in between. And it's something that you can do on the golf course before you start. So move number 1, grab the middle of one of your golf clubs. Take your arm out and you're just warming up the wrist. It goes from top to bottom to the other side. So draw like a 360 circle with your golf club to warm your wrists up.
So this is a great one for just building a little bit of warmth in the forearm muscles and starting to get you into a position where you're ready to go and swing a golf club. And obviously you want to try and do this both sides. We're just going to do it one side for you in this video just to give you an idea, but you would then go and switch to the other hand as well. Do the same thing.
Nice. So once you've warmed up your wrists, we're going to take it into more of an upper body twist. So you're going to have your golf club out in front of you. This time you want to keep your hips separated from your upper body and really keep your core nice and tight, and you're just twisting round as far as you can, but keeping your belly button facing forwards as much as you can. So keep your hips facing forwards and twist the shoulders round. Perfect. Good.
Nice. So this one's going to create a little bit of separation between upper and lower body, which is something that we're always looking for in the golf swing, to be able to generate a little bit of power. Certainly on the downswing, we want the hips to generally to initiate the downswing. That's where the power is going to come, and the upper body follows afterwards. What I often find when I do this one is that I can move a lot further on one side than I can on the other, but that's fairly normal, I think, for golfers.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so, and that's why it's really important to do both sides and balance yourself out. The next twist we're going to do, we're going to take it up a little notch, is a low to high twist starting from your hip. So this is getting ready for your swing action. You take your club out in front, hold on to the ends, keep your arms nice and tight, and you're starting with your hip. You're pushing from your hip and twisting high. Push from the hip, twist up, and take your club to the other side. Okay, so this time you're twisting both your hips and your upper body round. Good, and really throwing it from the hip up, driving it forwards. Excellent.
And the reason we go low to high on this one is it's much like the golf swing. You think your arms kind of come around you fairly low and they finish in that nice high position. So it mimics the golf swing. Again, you'll probably find that you're better at doing this one side than the other, but like Ali said, it's really important to do it both ways to make sure that we're nice and balanced.
Yeah, definitely balance your body out. Take the opportunity to balance it out, because the rest of your round, you're going to be doing everything one-sided. Okay, so we're then going to take it into a lunge with your club overhead to really open up the shoulders and start to warm up the lower body, ready for your round. So this time, especially if you've got nice tight shoulders, take your longest golf club out of your golf bag for this one. So you're going to lunge back and your golf club comes above your head and then down. Lunge back, golf club comes above the head and down. So you're really opening up the shoulders and the chest, keeping the core nice and tight.
So this one for me is always a bit of a struggle because I've got quite tight shoulders. I think a lot of golfers will tend to struggle with that same thing because we obviously hit a lot of golf balls. There's a lot of tension goes through the shoulders and the upper back. So we do tend to get quite tight here. As Ali says, the longer the club is, this is going to be much easier for you. If you try and do it with your putter, if you've got like a 32-inch putter, you're probably going to struggle to get your arms very high. So whilst you're just working on it, use a longer club. Once you get a little bit better, start to use something a little bit shorter. That way you should be able to increase that range of motion.
Yeah, give yourself a little challenge there. Okay, and then lastly, we're taking it into a lunge twist. This time we're going to lunge forwards so that we've worked every muscle, forwards and backwards and laterally. So you're lunging forwards, again holding onto the ends of your clubs. Take a nice big lunge, keep the clubs out in front to keep your core nice and tight, and then twist your upper body to get that separation again over the top of the knee and bring it back. Then take it over to the other side, twist, take it back to the middle and back.
Cool. So.
Perfect. Absolutely brilliant.
And again, much like we've done with a couple of the other moves here, we're trying to create a little bit of separation between upper and lower body whilst really getting a good stretch as we go through. So again, this one is creating that separation between the upper and lower body. It's going to give us a bit more opportunity to hopefully generate some power. Watch your balance there. And therefore be able to swing the golf club much more effectively when we take that first tee shot.
Nice, that was really good, really good. You can see it does throw you off balance, and that's what it's designed to do, to really work your core and get all those muscles warmed up. Really try to keep your shoulders up and pinned back so you're opening up the chest the whole time, and that's going to give you a nice tall posture and help you with your swing.
So as we said, this is a brilliant way to warm up before you go out for a round of golf. It really mobilises everything that we're going to be using to swing the golf club as effectively as possible. We're getting a little bit of a stretch on, we're getting the heart rate up a little bit, because let's not forget that golf is a cardio workout as well. You're going to be walking around the golf course for potentially sort of 4.5 hours. So being able to be physically fit and ready to go and do that is important. Much like a sprinter would always do a warm-up before they do their 100 metres, golfers should always make sure they do a warm-up before they start to swing a golf club. It's going to prevent injury and it's going to make you a better golfer as you start.
Yeah, definitely give it a go and see how it feels for you. There's a lot of golfers, and I find myself too, if I don't warm up before a round or have a few practice swings before a round, I'll probably get to hole 9 and then start to warm up and then feel like I'm really getting into it and then play well from there onwards. But if you start with a warm up and give yourself that really good foundation at the beginning, plus you'll look like a pro doing this little warm up on the first tee, you know, getting ready for your first drive, or someone else is driving in front of you, they'll already be put off. So yeah, that's going to give you the best start and fundamentals to your game.
It is. And you're absolutely right. You quite often hear people saying that they haven't warmed up until they've played a few holes. So this is to get away from being able to use that excuse and be able to hopefully shoot some better scores early in the round to match the ones that you shoot towards the end. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Definitely give the channel a subscribe, it really helps us out. Also give Ali's channel a subscribe, it's called Fit&Flexi, you'll see it in that corner over there somewhere, just as this video is ending. And we will see you again for another Golf Fit in 5 very soon.